Fantastic, everyone. So my name is Sharon Whiteman. It's my great pleasure and privilege to work with Gary Knapp, whom you just seen, and Diana Hunter, who unfortunately had to take her dog urgently to the vet this morning. So she's a bit sad to be missing this. We both love listening to Kevin, and I know you all will as well. He's a regular speaker here. He comes a couple times a year, and also, a really regular speaker on the US stage and the global stage. So Kevin is a world-renowned speaker. He's one of the most popular trainers in Mannatech. Starting in 1994 by working just part-time in his Mannatech business, Kevin has grown his business to a significant full-time income. He met his wife Dawn on Mannatech's cruise to Alaska in 1996. They have 2 healthy children, and their Mannatech business allows them to be stay-at-home parents. Following in his father's footsteps in 2003, he was honored with the highest award the company bestows, the Robbins Giving Spirit Award. He has certainly given generously of his time and skills to Mannatech, serving on the advisory council for over 7 years. He's been in the top 100 income earners since 1997. He has earned well over $1 million in Mannatech and is now the associate representative on the Mannatech board of directors. He not so much wears his heart on his sleeve, but he has the heart of the field and the associate with him at those board meetings. He passionately represents us at both corporate and board level. This training today is all about business. It's all about, why should you choose a partner with Mannatech for income? Why it's worth it. It does have effort, but how worthy it is. So Kevin, thank you so very much for being here. I'm very appreciative.
Well, thank you, Sharon. I appreciate you having me on this call, and to all of my Aussie friends, and there might even be some New Zealanders on this call and others. So I'm just happy to be here. It is always a pleasure to come on here, like I said, a couple times a year, and get to share some information and some wisdom, and to hopefully create some excitement around what it is that we do, and make an offer to people that might at this time be looking for something that they can be successful at, and that they can make some extra income. And that, of course, we're going to talk a little bit about health tonight. We are going to talk about health and our technology, but that definitely does translate to what we've really, in the United States, I'm not sure if this term has translated over into Australia, but probably so. But the gig economy, people being able to have a side gig, is just taking over everywhere here, and it really is taking over all over the world, I believe. And so what we do just absolutely fits with that so well. And so I'm just happy to be able to share this information tonight, Sharon, and look forward to maybe taking some questions at the end.
Fantastic. So I'm going to go off camera, but I'll be right here. And I think we just scanning. I think we have some Singapore people here as well. So
great!
We've got the whole region represented.
The whole region. That's right.
Fantastic.
Okay, so I am from a technical standpoint. So I'm going to do the share, and then going to grab this. All right, perfect. All right. So can everyone see my screen now? Sharon, maybe give me a thumbs up.
Yes, it's perfect.
Okay, awesome. So as Sharon and I were talking about, what I wanted to share tonight, there's really 2 things that I want to get across. The first is I always want to give an opportunity for someone that might be new to Mannatech, that might be listening in. I wanted to give you a little perspective about why I have been so passionate about this company. For over 25 years, I've been involved with this company. It's had a major positive impact on my own personal health, my family's health. As Sharon just mentioned, I actually met my wife on a Mannatech incentive trip way back in 1996. We were cruising to Alaska, and I earned an incentive trip, and I was there with my family. And my wife was actually working for the cruise staff, or she was my wife at the time, but my future wife was working for the cruise staff. And we met, had a great connection. And today we have 2 kids. My goodness, they've grown up in Mannatech. My son is 21 years old. He's in college now. Matter of fact, he's going to be talking to us later tonight. He's actually interviewing for med school. And so he just sent us a text earlier and said he wants to give us some updates. So anyway, he's doing that. And then my daughter is a senior in high school. And so they have been brought up and raised in Mannatech, and this fantastic company that we have. And it really has been a family company because of Mannatech, because my wife and I are involved in this company. Both of us have been able to be stay-at-home parents for our kids and to be able to be at all their functions and activities and games. And so that's been just fantastic. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that tonight as well. But I am super passionate about the company itself, about the products that we have, about the science and the technology. And so the first part of what I'm going to talk about tonight is I just wanted to give you, we have a kind of a condensed version of a presentation that focuses primarily on Amber-Toast life, but it gives you, I think, a really good perspective and background on who Mannatech is, who our company is. And so I'm going to go through a few slides here. Some of you, you may have seen these slides before. Others of you, it may be the first time. This may be the first time that you've had an opportunity to listen in, watch a presentation on Mannatech. So again, I just wanted to give this fairly short presentation. But then the second part of what I want to talk about tonight is I really want to help people address some objections. Have you ever talked to someone that just said they were too busy, or they were skeptical, or they were not interested or didn't appear interested in our Mannatech opportunity? And maybe they gave you some objections or excuses or whatever. And I really want to get to the bottom of that, because ultimately what it's really about is it worth it? Is it really worth it to do this as a business? And I want to talk about that. And I think if you can understand some of the principles that I'm going to talk about, it's going to really help you be able to better communicate this message and better communicate this opportunity. So again, whether you've been doing this for a while and are just, this might be able to embolden you to be able to be more effective of a communicator, I think that'll be very beneficial. Or if you're new, this could be fantastic. I wish I had heard a presentation like this in the very beginning, because frankly, one of my biggest objections, or one of my biggest hurdles in the beginning, was I had some real hangups about the whole business model, to begin with. And so I had some real challenges about how the business model worked. And if I had really understood some of the things that I'm going to talk about tonight, it would have helped me so much in the beginning. So those are it's two separate presentations, but I'm just going to hopefully try to seamlessly merge this into one. So I'm just going to start just asking a question. So are you as healthy as you want to be? Such a simple question, but there's so many different answers to that question. Now I just want you to think about where you are right now in your life from a health standpoint, where your family is, where your spouse is, where your kids are, where your friends are. Are you as healthy as you want to be? Imagine waking up one morning and truly feeling like you are in the best health of your life. That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. We're going to be talking about a way that you're going to be able to feel so much better. You're going to be able to have so much more energy. You're going to be able to sleep better. You're going to be able to just have the confidence to know that your health, your body is in the best possible health it can be. Now, that's not a promise that everything in your life is going to be, or every, thing from a health standpoint is going to be perfect. We're not going to be talking about a cure, treatment, or anything like that. But we're talking about putting the right nutrients in your body that are going to be able to absolutely help your body be as healthy as it can possibly be. Let me just give you just a real quick overview of the philosophy of Mannatech. And I love the fact that we do have a company that has this philosophy. So again, we've been in business now for over 25 years. We started in 1994. And what the philosophy of this company, we've had products that have changed through the years, but we've had a core philosophy in Mannatech. First of all, our philosophy is we do have scientists and we have doctors that absolutely care about health and that we use to create credibility for our products. And so what our philosophy is our scientists right from the beginning looked at what does the body need to be healthy. We recognize that what our body needs to be healthy can be found in food and found in nature. And so the first question is, what does our body need to be healthy? What nutrients does our body need to be healthy? The second question, and this one's really critical, is what are we missing in our diet? So of the things that we need to be healthy, what are we missing in our diet? And then the last thing is, can we go find those nutrients in nature and provide those to people to be that missing link in their diet? So if you know what the body needs to be healthy, if you know what's missing, I mean, if you're getting it already in your food, then maybe you don't need to supplement it. But most of us know that we're not getting the right nutrients in our food. So at any rate, we know what the body needs. You know what's missing, and then the last. This one's really critical because this is where most companies fail, as far as that they fail this test. This third test is to go find those ingredients in nature, and not just create them in a chemistry lab. And then you're able to maximize people's health. And that's what Mannatech's philosophy has been for over 20 years. And so again, just to kind of set this presentation up, there's really kind of two things that keep people up at night. One is worrying about their health. There were some studies done that 96% of people that have trouble sleeping are worried about two things, either their health or their finances. And so we're going to talk about both of those things tonight, but we're going to start with health. So one of the best kept secrets in health is a technology that Mannatech helped bring to the forefront over 20 years ago. And I'm not going to go deep into this technology, but what I want you to understand is beyond what I said earlier about finding the best nutrients and finding them in nature, Mannatech actually pioneered a new technology, brought a new science into the world of nutrition. Matter of fact, in 1996, we received the Biochemistry Discovery of the Year award back in 1996 by bringing this technology to the forefront. What this technology is glyconutrients. Glyconutrients. That was actually a word that one of our scientists coined. There wasn't even a term for these biological sugars, and I'll get into it just a little bit more, but these biological sugars, there wasn't even a scientific term for that, and we actually coined that term. Today, you will find so much research, so much validation for this field that it'll actually blow you away. The term that you'll find listed under is glycans, Glycans, glycans. And what these biological sugars, we call them glyconutrients, the scientific world calls them glycans. What they do is they essentially help the cells in your body communicate. And why is that important? Well, everything about your body, everything about from your health to keeping you well, to the function of your body, everything depends upon communication of your cells being able to communicate, of your immune system being able to recognize when there's a problem, your immune system being able to take care of that problem when it recognizes it, and many, many other things along the way. So this communication process is critical. Well, how Mannatech brought this science or this technology to the forefront over 20 years ago is one of our scientists had actually patented a process of stabilizing the aloe vera plant, of stabilizing aloe and being able to help it maintain its efficacy and turn it into a nutritional supplement. And that's called mannose. Mannapole is the name, our product name for that. But mannose is actually the ingredient. And that is simply one of these biological sugars that are really critical for human health. Now, on another presentation, or if you get Dr. Nugent to do these presentations, he can go into a lot more background in science and talk about Harper's biochemistry and how in the medical field there was a lot of consternation about this new technology, a lot of back and forth. It's not the medical field, let me put it this way, does not just accept new technologies very quickly. And so there was some conflict in the early days. But now, again, it's actually taught in medical textbooks. There's pharmaceutical companies that are doing massive amounts of research, spending massive amounts of money. Now, what they're doing, what they're researching is they're trying to find pharmaceutical applications for these glycans, pharmaceutical applications for what we call glyconutrients. What Mannatech has, what our product delivers is a nutritional application of these glyconutrients, a nutritional application of these glycans. And we deliver that in the form of a product called Ambritose. Ambritose was introduced in 1996, and it contains the ingredient from aloe vera. We actually went out and found other biological sugars that are incredibly important for the communication system in the cells. And we combine those, again, all natural ingredients. We combine those to introduce a product called Ambritose. Absolutely was a phenomenal product. This is a slide that I like to kind of quickly be able to show what why communication is so vital. Because whether your cells in your body, everything depends upon communication. Whether your cell needs to be nourished, whether your cell needs to be repaired, whether your cell needs to be destroyed, and that happens when it kind of mutates and the cell needs to be destroyed. It needs to be protected, regulated. There's an immune system that goes along and makes some of these determinations. So all of those activities is dependent upon this communication process. And so these biological sugars, these glycans, are critical for your health. But unfortunately, most of them are missing in our diet. They're just not in the foods that we eat today for a variety of reasons. And so what Mannatech has done is we've gone around the world, and we have found some of the best natural sources for these biological sugars that are critical for cellular communication. And so in 1996, we introduced Ambritose. I'm going to fast forward to last year, actually 2018, we introduced our third generation Ambritose product called Ambritose Life. And it's basically the Ambritose that we've had for many, many years. We have added some extra ingredients. I'll talk about that slightly, but we've just improved Ambritose. We've added more Mannapol to it. But at the foundation, the core, it's the same product that we've had for over 20 years that so many people have had life-changing benefits from taking Ambritose. There's a quote there that I love. If you were only going to take one supplement in the world, this would be the one. If you're only take one supplement, this would be the one. Now, we do offer other supplements. This is not the only one that we offer because there's other values and benefits for other supplements and herbs and some other fantastic products that we have. We've got a line of skincare that's great. We've got a line of fat loss products that people love. We've got a line of sports nutrition that does really well. And of course, there's also vitamins and minerals and omega-3 and vitamin D and some other key supplements that are important and that many of our customers and our distributors that we have around the world take many of our products. But this quote is very important. If you were going to start with one, Ambritose is definitely the one to start with, because when you improve that communication system in the body, you are opening the door to have the best health that you've ever had in your life. And that's where I started with, because as you improve that communication, your endocrine system works the way it's supposed to, your immune system works the way it's supposed to, your communication system, your nervous system, all those systems start working the way that God designed them, your body's going to have the best opportunity to be healthy. Whether you currently have your health, which I pray that you do, because having your health is having good health is critical. Once you have good health, maintaining it is much easier than once you've lost your health. But even those people that have lost their health for a variety of reasons, or just feel like they are not as healthy, again, this is not a treatment. This is not a cure for conditions or diseases or any of that. What it does is it supplies those building blocks back to the body that your body needs in order to fight its own battle, in order to be as healthy as it can be. And so, again, we've had over 25 years of people taking this product, and phenomenal results. Now, the Ambrotos Life, not 25 years, but the core Ambrotos for again, over 20 years. Fantastic product. These are just a few of the ingredients. I'm not going to go through a bunch of the ingredients, but Mannapol, the very first one listed there, that is from our aloe vera extract. We've added more Mannapol. We actually doubled the amount of Mannapol in the Ambrotos Life, and people are seeing such phenomenal results. Many of those other ingredients listed there, we've actually got some videos on some of the other ingredients. So the second one there called AmbroGuard, which is a big word. It's a rabinogalactin. It comes from the sap of a tree, but it provides the AmbroGuard. That's our product name for it. It provides many of the biological sugars that you need in your cellular communication process. And there, we could build an entire company just on that ingredient alone, and we hardly ever talk about it because Mannapol is so important. The aloe plant is so important, and that's kind of how we built our foundation on the Mannapol and on the aloe vera plant. But a number of these other ingredients are fantastic, important ingredients for your health, and you'll definitely see benefits from taking Ambrotos Life. You get all of those in Ambrotos Life. Now, let me just touch quickly on some of our validated claims. Mannatech is not a company that's just going to make a bunch of unsubstantiated claims. We have been, as I said, in business over 25 years. We are a science company. We maintain, we validate all of our products and all of our claims through scientific studies. We actually have a website called mannatechscience.org where you can go and get information on science, on individual ingredients and various things like that. So when you see a claim on the label, you know that came from a study, that came from a test. And we actually use humans in our test, which is, I kind of laugh a little bit, but so many of the actual studies that you might see, and many companies don't have any studies, but they're not done on, humans. They're done on mice or monkeys or something like that. But we actually are able to validate our claims through human trials. Anyway, so here's just a few of the scientific validated claims that you get from Ambrotos Life. Number one, support cellular communication. I already talked about how important that is, but we've actually been able to show the improvement in cellular communication through a trial. We actually were able to show that ingesting Ambrotos, we were able to color the Ambrotos with dyes, and we were actually able to show that ingesting it, the Ambrotos, the glycans in the Ambrotos were converted onto cells and were used in the cellular communication process. It's called glycosylation, but we were able to prove that Ambrotos is used in the cellular communication process. Fantastic. Number two, it improves cognitive function, improves concentration and memory. This is a test that was done at a university here in Texas called Texas A&M University, and we did that with students. So imagine having a product that just one of the claims is to improve cognitive function, improve concentration, and improve memory. I mean, again, that alone, you could build a company around. You could build a product value around that one claim alone. Ambrotos Life improves mood, decreases irritability. It supports digestive function. It supports immune function. That's very, very important. A lot of people think of Ambrotos Life only as an immune support product, and definitely it is an immune support product, but as you can see, there are many, many, many other benefits to Ambertos Life than just immune function. And then last is it promotes gastrointestinal health. And by the way, what I'm drinking here in my bottle is the Ambertos Life Slim Sticks. I just put that in the bottle, or you can take the powder and drop that in there, shake it up. Tastes great, very, very easy to take every day. All right, so the next thing is we actually offer a full 90-day satisfaction guarantee. What does that mean? If you take our products, and this is not just Ambertos Life, this is any product that you would take from Mannatech, we offer a 90-day satisfaction guarantee. You can take this product for 3 months. And at the end of that, if for whatever reason you don't believe that you received value for those products, again, whatever reason that is in your own mind, you can ask for your money back, and Mannatech will return your money, no questions asked. We have what's called an empty bottle guarantee, which is quite different than a full bottle guarantee, which is what most companies have, which they'll have a guarantee, but you have to return unopened bottles. Unopened bottles. Well, that's not a very good guarantee. What is your opportunity to actually take the product? So we allow people to take those products and then offer a guarantee. We've offered this guarantee now for something around 12 to 15 years. And we're a publicly traded company. You can look at our financials and you can see that our returns globally are significantly less than 1%. Significantly less than 1%. So imagine having a no question asked 3-month guarantee if your products didn't work. If your products didn't do what people thought they were going to do, and they didn't get the benefit from them, you would be out of business in about 3 months. You wouldn't make it very far because people would be getting their money back. And what we have found is just the opposite. We've actually done some studies internally at our corporate office here in Coppell, Texas, or actually our corporate office now is in Flower Mound, Texas. But at our Flower Mound office, and what we found when we looked back is the average consumer stays on our products for over 9 years. Our average consumers, we look back at all of our consumers, the average had stayed on our product for over 9 years. That is amazing. It's an amazing retention because people continue to get results. They continue to take these products because they get results. So this should give you a real sense of confidence to know that you can take these products. You may not know me. You may not know the person very well that invited you to watch this presentation today. And even if you do know them, you still, just want to make sure that, these products are going to work for you. And this is your guarantee. We assure you that the products are going to work. All right. So when you get started, you're going to have some great results. And we've actually set up our whole marketing plan, our whole business plan around people being able to tell other people about these products. We have a friend-to-friend marketing program. That is the best way for any restaurant, business, movie, personal referrals are what builds confidence today. Commercials, television, actors, athletes going on TV, retail buying, retail purchasing, that's actually a model that's dying. That's actually a model that is shrinking. Certainly in America, what we're seeing across this country is malls that are dying, malls that are being converted into entertainment centers because people just are not buying products that way anymore. They're buying it online. And so they're buying online, they look for referrals, they're looking for people that they know that took those products, that told them about it, that that they trust, that trust marketing. And that's the way that people are purchasing products today. So we've set our business model up around that concept. We don't do advertising. We don't pay athletes or actors or spend money on newspaper ads or anything like that. What we do is we've set a compensation plan around simply giving referrals, simply being able to tell other people that need these products, that need better health, about the products, allowing those people to educate themselves and to be able to buy directly from Mannatech, being able to buy directly from the company, and you earn a referral. I'm going to talk about this a little more when I do the section on is it worth it. But right now, I just wanted to kind of set up how our business model works. We do have, by the way, before I get into this, we do have opportunity. Many people that buy from Mannatech are customers. And it's free to be a customer. They get great value. They can get loyalty points just for buying the products on automatic order. And so being a customer is phenomenal. And like I said, many people are customers. But to be what we call an associate, a distributor, those people are also customers, but they're in a little different category where they can earn income. And there's a small fee. I'm actually not sure what that fee is in Australia. I'm sorry, I should look that up. But I'll tell you, in America, it's $49. So it's somewhere in that $50 range. And so it's a very small fee to be an associate, to set up the opportunity to be in business for yourself. And again, we'll talk about this a little bit more when I talk about, is it worth it? Is this business worth it? But just in general, what people get out of this business is the opportunity to earn extra income every month. Whether that is, $300 to $500 a month, Australian dollars a month, whether that's $500 to $1,000, whether that's $1,000 to $1,500. At first, what most people do is do this very part-time. This is not a business where it's, what would be called a get rich quick. This is not one of those. This is a real legitimate gig opportunity, a gig business where someone can do this on the side, do it very part-time in the beginning, and be able to build an extra few $100s a month. Now, it does have the opportunity to grow beyond that, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But most people's motivation is part-time. Now, what can you do with some part-time income? Well, you can pay off a car note, or maybe you can go buy a car that you would not be able to afford otherwise. You can pay off some debt, maybe put some money aside for vacation. You can do whatever you want with some extra income. Many people, an extra $500 a month or extra $1,000 a month would greatly enhance their financial situation. And those are the people that we really connect with right now, are people that are just looking for an opportunity to make an extra few $100s per month. Now, it does go beyond that. I talked about that as well. Our opportunity is not only a few $100s per month. As somebody continues to refer other associates, other distributors to Mannatech, as you get more customers and it continues to grow, you can build a team and you can make some significant income in Mannatech. We actually have over 200 associates in Mannatech that have earned over $1 million. That have earned over $1 million with Mannatech. So we have over 200 people that are part of our $1 million club, and that's phenomenal. And so that's one end of it. That's the people that have earned over $1 million, and then there's the many thousands that are earning $1,000 a month. Or $12,000 a year. And all of those people combine together to create this wonderful Mannatech opportunity that we have. Beyond the income for yourself and your family, Mannatech also has a very philanthropic desire to help kids. And we set up a foundation several years ago called the M5M Foundation, Mission 5 Million. And that was really created because at the time, there were over 5 million children died per year of malnutrition. And so we want to make an impact on those 5 million kids. And so the way that we do that is we have this foundation, and Mannatech is set up as a donation through consumption program. So what that means is, we would certainly love you to donate to M5M, and you have that opportunity if you feel so inclined to give, but that's not how the foundation is really set up. The way our foundation works is you simply can buy products for yourself and your family. And when you do that, every time you buy products for yourself, that triggers Mannatech to give a donation to this M5M Foundation of something called PhytoBlend. So that's our core nutrition for these orphans. And again, it's the same technology. It's just in a little different form so that they can put it in soups and porridges and oatmeal and things like that. They can mix that in. And then we've also got a feeding program as well. But at any rate, you simply can buy products for yourself, and that triggers a donation. And so what you see on the screen is when you buy roughly $100 worth of product for yourself, that's, like I said, that's roughly about 1 month's supply. That's for one child, 1 month supply. So just think of it as when you're buying products for yourself and your family, you're helping to nourish a child. And I see these contributions that Mannatech makes every single month because I am on the board, and we sign off on these contributions every month, and they're very significant. The amount of money that we give to M5M so that they can buy PhytoBlend is very significant. But we are so proud to be able to do that because we know that kids are being supported every single day. Right now, we have about 100,000 children that are receiving our nutrition every single month. So we're supporting about 100,000 children right now. And of course that's growing. And the more people that we have in Mannatech just buying products for themselves, then the more kids we can support all around the world. So ultimately it's up to you. You can have a healthier life physically. You can have a healthier life financially. And as I said, you have absolutely nothing to lose. You have everything to gain. I've been a part of this for over 25 years. I've loved every minute of it. I've loved the opportunity to have the best health. I know just personally, I'm 52 years old. I was 27 when I first started Mannatech. And by the way, at 27, I was kind of took my health for granted. But at 52, you definitely don't take your health for granted. And I love the fact that I still am in great shape. I play tennis 3 and 4 times a week. I'm very, very active on a tennis team, and we play other teams around the area and went to the playoffs last year. And so anyway, I'm very active. I play tennis. I'm active with my kids. And so I've not just been very, very blessed to have fantastic health. And I know that taking these products every day of my life for the last 25 years has put me in a place today at 52 that my health is outstanding. And it's not just my health. My wife's health is fantastic. Our kids' health is great. All the things about the cognitive benefits and other things that I talked about earlier, we know that's helped them through school and certainly helps them today while they're at university. And so we're very blessed that Mannatech has been such a part of our life for 25 years. And then I talked earlier about financially being able to be a stay-at-home dad for our kids. Now that they're quite a bit older, that sounds a little funny to be stay-at-home parents for our kids because really they're not home very much anymore. But we certainly benefited from able to do that when they were younger. And who knows, now we're empty nesters and who knows where that's going to take us. But just being able to travel and enjoy life, Mannatech has certainly been a big part of that. So what I want to do right now is I want to open up another presentation because I know that when I share this information with you, there's some that probably immediately heard what I was talking about and connected with it and you're excited about it and you love what you hear and you're ready to go. Other people, you might have some objections in your mind about why maybe this doesn't sound quite right, or maybe you just feel like you don't have time, or whatever it is. Or maybe you're gung-ho, but you've got people that you've talked to that have given you some objections. And so I kind of just start with these questions. Have you ever come across somebody that was too busy, that was too skeptical, that was not looking for an opportunity, or that just was not interested? I know for me, when my dad first started telling me about Mannatech 20-something years ago, that's where I was. I was, I just didn't have time. I had a corporate job. I'm kind of skeptical of it. And I certainly wasn't looking for an opportunity. So ultimately, I wasn't interested. And I thought that was it. In my mind, I'd kind of made the decision that this was not something I was going to be able to do. But my dad really got me to see the value in this company, the value in these products, and the value in this business. At the end of the day, what all these questions lead to, what all these objections are about, is someone in their own mind that's simply asking the question, is it worth it? Is it really worth it? Maybe they're already answering that question because in their mind, they think it's not worth it. So therefore, they're too busy, they're too skeptical, they're not looking, they're not interested. What if you could better explain why this business is worth it? Why this business is better than going to get a part-time job? Why is this business better than putting someone in your car and driving them around, like a taxi, or putting someone in like a guest home in one of your rooms? Those are ways people make money. Or like I said earlier, just going to get a part-time job. There's a lot of different ways of making more money. And trust me, that's not the problem. The problem is not people are not interested in making more money. Hear me now. The problem is not people are not interested in making more money. The problem is they don't know if what we have is worth it. They don't know if what we're talking about is better than what they think their way of making more money is. So what if we could get a little bit better at explaining why this business is the best business in the world, why I believe network marketing is absolutely worth it, why network marketing is the best gig economy business going right now. Why is it the best in the world? Well, first of all, I would want to start with this. And by the way, if anyone ever asks you, tell me about your business, or tell me about how to make money in your business or in Mannatech, what they're asking is what I'm telling you right now. They're not asking you, tell me all about your compensation plan. Tell me all about how that unilevel plan works. Tell me all about how your Chuck Match works. You might find a few people occasionally that have been in the industry before that do want to look at a compensation plan, and that's fine. But what most people want to know is just, how do I make money doing this, and is it worth it? How do I make money doing this, and is it worth it? So if you can help people kind of understand what I'm going to talk about here over the next just 10 minutes or so, I think it's going to revolutionize the amount of people that you have that are more open to doing this as a business. So the first thing is understanding the difference between linear income and leveraged income. My Amber Toast water is fantastic. So linear income means do this, get that. Trading your time for money. Go work 5 hours, make $50. Go work 10 hours, make $100. People understand that. It's linear income. It's do this, get that. However, it also means if you want to drive an Uber or Lyft or whatever, you put people in your car, you drive them around a little while, and you make a little money, and you do this, you get that. It's linear. The problem with linear income, before I start with the problem, linear income is almost always the only way that people think about making money is linear income. That's all they know is I just want to do this and I'm going to get that. Some people make more per hour than others, but most people think about just, I need to work to make money. I need to work an hour. I need to work for a day, and I'm going to make money doing that. And then it's over. And if I don't work, I make no money. Linear income. The problem with linear income is you can never create wealth building. You can never create something called leverage. Leveraged income is income that allows you to, as the word says, to leverage not just your time, but your time and other people's time to combine together to create a business. Leverage can come from not just time, but also from money. Most people think of that, understand leveraged income, understand investing in maybe the stock market or in some other real estate where you can leverage your income and money. But leverage also is time and money. And so our business allows you to leverage not just your time, but other people's time together to create a business. Why is that valuable? Because when you leverage other people's time, when you leverage other people's efforts, it's not all about you. If you have a linear business, if you are going to go make, say, $500 a month, let's just throw that out there, $500 a month, going to work at some retail store part-time. So you have your job, but you're like, I need to make an extra $500 per month. So I need to go work whatever hour, however many hours it's going to take you to work to make that extra $500 per month. And so the way that you make your money is you just simply work a few hours every month. You make the 500, you work a few hours, you make the 500, you work a few hours, you make the 500. But if you're not able to work those hours, the money goes to zero. The money goes to zero. And because your time is so limited, an asset that you have, you can't make more of it. And so you can't just continue to work more and more and more time. What if you need to make more money? At some point, you just can't work anymore. At some point, you have to live your life. You have to sleep. You have to do something with your spouse. And so you just have no more time. It's very, very limited in a linear income opportunity. But in a leveraged income, you're able to leverage your time and effort and money with other people's time and effort. And so that creates, ultimately, we're going to talk about something called asset income, and that's where we're headed. But that is something that is created by this leveraged income concept. So we're going to talk about the power of compounding. This has to do with that leveraging, compounding. It's not just you doing it. So we understand a little bit about compounding money, about compounding interest. But what about compounding people? Compounding people's efforts. So let's look at this. If you have 2 times 2 times 2, the mathematical equation of that is 8. 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8. But in our business, we compound people's efforts. Now, again, let me make sure I say this for the record. When you earn money, you always earn money from people buying products. But in our business, because our business is built on compounding, the way you grow your team is you have other people on your team getting customers. You have other people on your team getting other distributors. And so if you had 2 people on your team who each got 2 people, what you really have is you have the 2 people, and then they got 4, and then those 4 got 8. And so you now have a team of 14 people that are able to buy products and have customers. And at this point, I'm simply explaining the concept of compounding. What did you do? You got 2. You got 2 people. You got 2 people that wanted to buy products, that want to have better health, that also introduced 2 other people to Mannatech that wanted to buy products, have better health, who introduced 2 other people that wanted to have products, have better health, lose some fat. And so through compounding and network marketing, 2 by 2 by 2 equals 14. Well, what if you got 3? 3 people who got 3, well, that's now 39. What if you got 4? 4 who got 4, is 84. Now, again, you can continue to do this. My point of this, though, is that what our business offers is the opportunity, what leveraged income offers is the ability to compound, is the ability to combine your efforts. Your efforts is getting 2 or getting 3 or getting 4. You have to work to do that. You have to call people. You have to follow up. You have to send them a video. You have to get them on a call like this. It takes a little work to get 2 people that want to buy the products, and maybe you get 2 that just want to be customers, but ultimately you want to have 2 that want to be a distributor and that want to also get some customers and other distributors. So it takes some work to get the 2 people. But then now you have a couple of people that can help on your team, and so those people can get more, and then those people can get more. So that's how you can create a business that grows through compounding. All right, so now what we're going to do now is talk about the cornerstones of this business. This is really critical because, as I was saying earlier, when most people are asking, how do I get paid? How do I earn income in your business? People they don't understand this business model. And so to be able to talk about this concept, I think is going to be very, very helpful. So here we go. Cornerstones of network marketing. First of all, where do the people come from? We talk about people, I just did in compounding. People come from the compounding. People come from you yourself. Talk to people that are interested in having better health, that are interested in losing weight, that are interested in maybe having sports nutrition. And then through compounding, those people can bring other people to your team. They can bring customers, they can bring other distributors, but that's where the people come from, is through compounding. This one's really critical though. What is volume? What is sales volume? We create sales volume in our business through those people buying products. We're all paid from product sales. That's a very critical element in our business. We're all paid from product sales. Well, the people on our team buy products for themselves that they love, improved health, better immune system, losing fat, maybe skincare, sports nutrition. The people on our team buy products. The more people you have on your team, the more products that they buy, the more volume you have. So you'll see in our compensation plan that we have different tiers of volume that helps you reach different leadership levels. Well, how do you reach those leadership levels? Through people buying product. It's as simple as that. People buying product. You want to create more volume, you need more people. You want to get more people, that's through compounding. Either you yourself bring on a new person, or work with people on your team through compounding, help them bring on new people. This is the critical difference between linear income and leveraged income, is you have other people now that are self-motivated to build their own team, but that also builds your team. So you have the people creating volume. Compensation, how do I get paid? Where does that come from? Well, I already talked about we have a compensation plan. I would not go over the actual compensation plan at this point. What I would explain to people is that in our business model, we have some specific ways of earning income, but essentially you earn a percentage of the volume of the product sales that the people buy in your organization. So you have people, they buy products, and then our computer system keeps up with the volume, the sales volume of that, and then you will earn a percentage on that sales volume. Now, how much you earn varies depending upon your total organization, your leadership level. It's going to be somewhere between 5 to 15%. Somewhere between 5 to 15% of your total volume, you're going to earn a sales override on that. So if you want to earn $500 or $1,000, the way you do that is you create enough sales volume that you're able to earn a percentage of that, so that you're earning $500 to $1,000 per month. If you want to grow your compensation, how do you grow it? We need more people buying products, creates more sales volume that allows you to earn more compensation. I'm saying this over and over again because it's really simple. Sometimes we get real, we try to complicate things too much about how to earn income. What do I need to do? We need more people, buying more products, creates more sales volume. That's as simple as this business is. And ultimately, here's the last thing, and I'm going to leave it with you. Ultimately, what separates our business from getting a part-time job at Walmart or putting people in your car and driving an Uber around is the difference between linear income and leveraged income. And what that leveraged income does is it creates this last thing called asset income. Asset income. What is asset income? Well, if you had $100,000 in the bank, right? If you just bury it in your backyard, it's going to just stay $100,000, right? It's not going to get more or less. You're just going to maintain that amount. But if you're able to invest that $100,000 in some investment, whatever it is, in real estate or in stocks or bonds or something, if you invest that $100,000, it's going to compound and you're going to earn income off of that. Let's just, for the sake of this example, say that you put it into some investment where you earn 6% interest per year. Now, you might say, well, hey, I can get more, or maybe I can get less, whatever. Let's just say it was 6% interest per year. That's pretty, it's fairly aggressive. All right, so $100,000, 6% interest a year. What that adds up to is about $500 per month. So if you had $100,000 and you put it into an investment, it makes 6% a year, you're going to earn $500 per month. Now, what can you do with that $500? You can do whatever you want with it. You can spend it, you can reinvest it, whatever. That investment is creating $500 per month. Well, what's really creating $500 per month? It's the fact that you had $100,000 initially to put into that investment, right? That's the problem. That's the problem with true asset income, is the asset, to actually have the money to put into some investment to create the $500 per month. Well, what if you could have a business that did the same thing without you having to have the $100,000? Because see, in our business, the reason that our business is different than a part-time job is because once you create our business once you create people buying products that are creating this sales volume, and you earn this compensation. I already told you that our average customer stays with Mannatech for over 9 years. Those people continue to buy products every single month. Now, of course, you have some that stop, but you'll have some new people. But by and large, you create an asset that is this business that we have. That whatever size of business you have, whether that business is creating $500 a month or $5,000 a month or whatever, it is an asset. So imagine having a business that was generating about $500 per month. That's not a huge, massive business. We have thousands of associates that are earning $500 a month or more. Imagine having $500 per month. Don't you understand? That's the equivalent of you having $100,000 in the bank. A $500 per month asset is the equivalent of you having $100,000 in a different investment at 6% interest. So that's why our business creates asset income. And even at those low levels of $500, that's worth $100,000 as an asset. That's phenomenal. That's why our business is so much better than those part-time gigs. Because trust me, those are worth $500 because you have to just continue to do the work and make the 500, do the work and make the 500. In our industry, you've created an asset that's equivalent to $100,000. What if instead of $500 per month, you were making $1,000 per month? What if instead of $1,000, it was $1,500? What I want you to see is the value of our business is not just in the monthly income, but it's also in the asset that you're creating. you're able to build a business. You can leave it for your family. Our businesses are willable. It is an amazing opportunity to create a business that also has the opportunity to allow you to make some serious extra income that, as I said earlier, we have people making some very, very significant income as well, living phenomenal careers. So Sharon, I have gone all the way to the hour. Didn't leave a whole lot of extra time, but I got going there, and hope you guys enjoyed that. But anyway, so there's my presentation tonight. I hope you love the background on Mannatech, and hopefully it was real valuable to hear why this business is really worth it and why I think it's such a fantastic opportunity.
Kevin, that was just brilliant. You probably wouldn't have had the chance to see all the comments, but there's a lot of gratitude in there. And, you know, I used to work with Robert Kiyosaki, who used to educate about those concepts. And definitely this leveraged income through our family, with everything that can happen in 20 some years,
yes,
has been a foundation for our family. And you know, I'm a living proof that that asset income is just so important. And it's hard to put value to it, isn't it, Kevin? It's just precious.
it is.
So Kevin, thank you so very much. If you're new to this information, get back to the person who invited you today or to watch the recording and get started. There's no downside to this. It is as good as you heard today. And thank you for giving us some of your time. Next week, we have a marketing training with Naomi and Evelton. She's fantastic. We're very lucky that she also always says yes. And we want to thank you and acknowledge you for giving some of your Saturday or whenever it is to improving your education level on our business. Kevin, thank you so very much.
Thank you, Sharon, and thank you to all the Australians and New Zealanders and Singaporeans and everyone on the call today. Thank you very much for being here.
See you guys. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.